Okay, so we in BERESHIT, and we're in chapter 5, and we're looking at verse 22 about Enoch. So it says the book of Enoch is a lie. It's not true. It's wrong because it contradicts the Bible. And if you don't understand this foundation, you're going to be able to get swayed and taught a lie by different people. So, okay, it tells us it tells us right here in chapter 5 of BERESHIT, Genesis, verse 22, that Enoch walked wayata halak chanwak Enoch off with ha'alahayim, with God the powers. Go ahead.
Enoch walked with Alahayim.
So Enoch was walking with the powers. Go ahead.
After he begot Methuselah, 300 years, and begot sons and daughters.
Okay.
All the days of Enoch were 365 years.
Okay.
And Enoch walked with Alahayim.
So Enoch walked with Alahayim. Go ahead.
And he was not.
And he what?
Was not.
So Enoch was not. It says wa ayanan wa. Ayanan coming from ayan, meaning there is none. So Enoch was not existing anymore in the physical earth. He no longer existed here. Why? Read.
Alahayim took him.
Alahayim took him. It says wa what the kwak atwa Alahayim. So that atwa means fully, totally, and completed. That act was executed. To a toward, but fully, thoroughly, and completed. How do we know that? The first letter is alap, and the last letter is ta'ah or tawa, which is the full alphabet of the Hebrew. So there's no letters in between that can stop that this action got done. No books, no nothing. So this deed was accomplished. Okay? So he was not. We don't have to even go no further. If you tell me that, oh, he came down and he wrote another book, the book said the Bible, the Torah says that he was not, right? So how can he be if he was not, if he got taken from the Alahayim into the fourth dimension? They took him and he was not no more, meaning he was nowhere to be found, heard, or seen, or touched. Nothing. Right? So he was taken by the powers of Alahayim. So there's no way he can come back down and not even write a book called the Book of Enoch. Okay, go ahead.
Enoch, Methuselah lived with
Was that your last verse? What's your last verse supposed to be? You in chapter 4, right?
5.
Or you in chapter 5? Your last verse is supposed to be 24, right? Well, speak up for God's sake, man. All right, so give me chapter 5, verse 25 until 6:8. Well, speak up for God's sake, then, man. 25 through 6:8.
And Methuselah lived 187 years
Mhm.
and begat Lamech. And Methuselah lived after he begat Lamech 782 years and begot sons and daughters.
Okay, so it's Enoch, Methuselah, then Lamech. Go ahead.
And all the days of Methuselah were 969 years,
Mhm.
and he died. And Lamech lived 182 years and begat a son. And he called his name.
So now Lamech had Noah. And he called his name what?
Noah,
Noah means comfort. Why do he call his name Noah?
saying, "This name shall comfort us concerning our."
Because he was a prophet. Lamech was a prophet. And he knew that Noah was going to be the one that make everything better for the whole human race. Read.
Concerning our work and the toil of our hands, because of the ground which Yahweh hath cursed. And Lamech lived after he begat Noah.
Now remember this is the thing you got to understand. All the people we're reading about. Seth, Enos, Kenan, Mahalalel, Jared, Enoch, Methuselah, and Lamech. Guess what? They all knew Adam. They all knew Adam. Because when you read about Adam dying, his age, That don't mean that he died before the next person was born that you read about. Adam lived for 930 years. He knew all of these people that we're reading about up to this point. So this is their great grandfather. All right. So Lamech's, okay. Lamech's great grandfather was Adam. So he was sitting down talking with Adam. Man, how do you name the animals, man? Why you call this one Alap? Why you call this one Gamal? Adam made them names up. Alap, Gamal. Why you call this one Gamal? Oh, because you see his back. Gamal is the camel, but it's see the shape. And the Ma in his name is for the water. Because you could take this bad boy all across the desert and he don't need no water. But he's a good animal to listen to, Gamal. That's why you take this little staff right here with the hook on him and you can pull him to you. You put him down to the ground and you get on top of his hump. Great grandson. And that's why I called him Gamal. You see that? So they was able to talk with 7, 8 generations of their ancestors. And you tell me these people weren't geniuses. These people were brilliant. So Noah was born 126 years after Noah died. Okay? Noah was born 126 years after Adam died. Not Lamech. Not Lamech. Noah wasn't born before. Well, technically he could have been born before his father died. But after his father died, right? It happens all the time. When a woman's husband dies and then she's pregnant. All right? So, keep reading.
And Lamech lived after he begot Noah 595 years and begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Lamech were 770 and 7 years.
So 707. So 777. All right. So the 7 we know represent promises and completion. The Most High is going to make a promise to Noah not to destroy the earth. Then he's going to make a covenant with the children of Israel through the law. And within that covenant of the law, we're going to have another covenant for another law. And then we have a covenant of the Sabbath, which takes us right back to the 7 days of creation. So everything revolving around the 7s. So we must understand the 7 days, quite possibly the first 7 chapters of the beginning to understand the whole rest of the Bible. Okay, all right, go ahead.
And Noah was 500 years old, and Noah begot Shem, Ham, and Japheth.
Okay, so Noah had 3 sons. Shem, which means name, Ham, which means hot, and Japheth, which means to enlarge, and it also means beautiful. Now go ahead.
Kalashara,
the body Yahweh,
Naisha,
and Nashema.
All the Yahweh said,
All the Yahweh said,
what we're doing here.
what we doing here. All right, go ahead.
And it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth.
So men. Everybody start having children and multiplying. All right, go ahead.
And daughters were born unto them, but the sons of Elohim saw the daughters of men.
So the sons of Elohim are the sons of Noah. The sons of Adam. Seth and them and all his people. Seth's family. Enosh's family. Kenan's family. Okay? Mahalal Allah's family. Right? Jared's family. Enoch's family. Methuselah's family. Lamech's family. Because remember, they had other sons and daughters. So all of them have the knowledge. And they called the sons of God. That's why in Psalms chapter 82 and 6, it says that ye are gods. Okay? In the book of Luke, it says that Adam was the son of God. The son of the Elohim. So the sons of Elohim is talking about the sons of Adam. So the sons of Adam, it said they did what?
They took them of all which they chose.
No, the sons of Adam did what?
And the sons of Elohim saw the daughters of men.
So the daughters of men, okay, what verse is that?
Verse 2.
The sons of men is getting into the Banwath Ha'adam. So they saw the daughters of the men, mankind that was created, Genesis 1:26. And what did they do?
That they were fair, and they took them wives of all which
So Adam's family started to have children and have sex with these other people that they really hadn't been dealing with in large numbers. And they were multiplying, having a lot of children. And all the children inherited all this knowledge, understanding. All right. And everybody probably looking, wondering, like, man, you know, they're looking at the power structure saying, yo, is this fair and balanced? Why we don't have as much power and everything like that? All right, go ahead.
And Yahweh said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh.
So strive with man meaning what? Dishing out rulership, dishing out judgments. Because it says his spirit shall not always strive with man, contend. It says Yah Dawan, which means judgments. So I'm not always gonna be, you did this bad, I'm gonna punish you. 1,000 years you living, man, you gotta get punished, you gotta do this thing, and you gotta be perfect and do good for this long time period. Okay, we're not gonna do that. All right. Read.
Yeah, his days shall be 120 years.
I'm only gonna give you 120 years, man. This whole 900, 800, 700, we're not gonna do that no more, because I'm always entering into judgment into the human world because y'all doing wrong. All right, go ahead.
There were giants in the earth.
So the giants in those days is the Napoleon. Those are the people that fell from doing the righteous thing and started following after the tree of the knowledge of evil, good and evil, but they were enhanced. They were focused on the evil side, doing wrong and bad against the Most High. All right. Now, you had Cain's family that was doing this, and then you had the Adamites that were doing this also. High-level men, but they were using their knowledge to do evil, to do wrong. And some of them have manipulated. A lot of them started to manipulate doing genetic engineering, where they can say, okay, we're only going to breed and make large people. So this tall lady get with this tall man, and that's it. And they were saying, okay, we're going to make you bigger and bigger and bigger. And as they get bigger and bigger, they have knowledge. So you got different ways to look at the Nephilim. Okay, they got the physical side, and then you got the genetic side, and you got the intellectual side also. And then you got the sociological aspect, because Adam fell. Genetic, because they could make people bigger, because they had 900 years to produce people. And if the first 100 years the man wasn't tall, they said, okay, next we know this group, this batch over here, we're going to make these bigger. And then you got the Nephilim, the fallen ones that fell away from the righteous knowledge and started doing the evil knowledge. That's when you go into Numbers 13:33. It talks about the Nephilim also. But these Nephilim existed after the flood. Letting you see, the Nephilim was a slang word, a metaphor for people that could be tall, but definitely were accessing, using negative knowledge. Okay, read.
And also after that, when the sons of Elohim came in unto the daughters of men.
So the sons of the Elohim, which is the sons of Adam. Sons of God is the sons of Adam, Seth and his whole generation. And then the other sons that Adam had too. Remember, Adam had other sons and daughters, right? So all these are called the sons of the Elohim. And this is only one family. There's other families on the earth too. Okay, read.
And they bare children to them.
Now they had children. What verse you in?
Verse 4.
Okay, Nephilim. Also after that. Go ahead. Go ahead.
The same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown.
So these people that they were, all these different people got all these different abilities and strengths and powers and knowledge, And then here comes Adam's children just enhancing everything to a higher level. All right, to a higher level. All right, go ahead.
And Elohim saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually.
So now man all day long, he's trying to figure out how to do more evil, how to do more wrong, how to worship more gods, how to make more songs to pray. Remember, a lot of this is also dealing with demons. They're dealing with demons too. Go ahead.
And it repented Yahweh that he
Not no fallen angels, but they were dealing with demons and trying to access and open up spiritual portals. All right, go ahead.
that he had made man on the earth.
So the Most High was it bothered him that he made the man. All right, go ahead.
And it grieved him at his heart.
And it grieves him at his heart. All right, so he was really disappointed. Go ahead.
And Yahweh said, I will destroy man with whom.
I got the solution. I'm going to just kill them all. Most High said, I got the solution. I just kill everybody. Read.
Whom I have created from the face of the earth,
Mm-hmm.
both man and beast, and the creeping thing, and the fowls of the air, for it repenteth me that I have made them.
So how can the Nephilim come back after the flood if everything was destroyed during the flood that was on the planet Earth, except for Noah and his family? There's no giants that came from fallen angels having sex with women. Because we covered that yesterday in 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 40, says that angels of men, the bodies of man, terrestrial on the earth, and the body of an angel, celestial, okay, is different. They can't mix with each other. And when you read the Bible, you see there's female angels also. So you mean to tell me that the human beings, they couldn't get no angel booty? Only the male angels was having babies, having sex with the humans? The men couldn't get no angel booty from the girl angels? See how stupid that is? Angels don't have sperm. Angels can have children. All right, go ahead.
But Noah found grace in the eyes of Yahweh.
But Noah found grace. So now Moses said, I'm going to kill everybody except for you and your 8 people. That's you, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Y'all gonna make it. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna make it through the flood. Everybody else, y'all gotta go. You gotta go. So all of the cousins, all of the sisters, all of the brothers. Now, if you want to get more technical, you could say that the sons of the Elohim passed through the patriarchal system. Firstborn of each family and their families. If you want to get kind of technical about it, but we're not going to get that technical. We're going to just leave it broad and say the sons of Adam are the sons of the Elohim. Because we are told that Adam is the son of the Elohim. And we're told that we are the Elohim. So Adam being the sons of the Elohim, and then we being called Elohim or gods in Psalms chapter 82, verse 6, shows you that line didn't break after the flood. It kept going. So it went from Noah to Shem. You can go to Genesis chapter 10. It shows you who the line of the gods was passed down through. So you got the gods, the Elohim, and then you got the Elohim of the Elohim, the powers of the powers, which Yasha Allah became the ultimate final Elohim of the nations, of the people, the main ones. All right, so let's go to Isaiah chapter 42, verse 5 through 21. Actually, let's bring you up. Isaiah 42, verse 5 through 21. And it goes a little something like, you got to turn more than one page at a time, man. It's like 3 or Isaiah 42, verse 5 to 21.
Thus saith Yahweh, he that created the heavens and stretched them out, he that spread forth the earth, and that which cometh out of it, he that giveth break unto the people upon it,
Giveth what?
giveth break unto the people upon breath,
Yeah, giveth breath. Go ahead.
unto the people upon it,
Mm-hmm.
and spirit to them that walketh therein. I, Yahweh, have called thee in righteousness, and will hold thine hand, and will keep thee, and give thee for a covenant of the people,
You're talking about the Israelites. Go ahead.
for a light of the Gentiles,
A light unto the other nations. Go ahead.
to open the blind eyes,
To have these powers to do these type of things, both symbolically and literally. Go ahead.
to bring out the prisoners from the prison,
Mm-hmm.
and sit them, and them that sit in the darkness out of the prison house.
Go ahead.
I am Yahweh, that is my name, and my glory will not give to another, neither my praise to graven images. Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them.
So most I say, you know I'm the Most High because I show you what's going to happen before it happens. And no other book does that. You can talk about the Book of the Dead. You can talk about the Bhagavad Gita. You can talk about Hinduism, Islam. They don't have the prophecies. And they definitely don't tell you what's happening on the planet Earth and the creation of the Most High like the Bible does. For the future. Go ahead.
Sing to Yahweh a new song.
Say that part again. You got to read a little more clearly.
Sing unto Yahweh a new song, and praise from the end of the earth, and his praise from the end of the earth. Ye that go down to the sea, and all that is therein, the isles and the inhabitants thereof, let the wilderness and the cities thereof lift up their voice. The villages that Kedarath inhabit, let the inhabitants of the rocks sing, and let them shout from the top of the
So
mountains.
sing praise to the Most High for his creation, for what he's done. Everything he's created, give him praise. I read.
Let them give glory unto Yahweh, and declare his praise in the islands. Yahweh shall go forth as a mighty man, and shall stir up jealousy like a man of war. He shall cry, yea, roar. He shall prevail against his enemies. I have long time holden my peace. I have been still and refrained myself. Now will I cry like a travailing woman. I will destroy and devour at once.
And we see the same thing from Genesis. The Most High said he's going to make something. Then he said he destroyed it in Genesis. But now the Most High is going to destroy for our sake of the wicked, and those of Israel are going to be kept alive and preserved as walking uprightly. All right, go ahead.
I will make waste mountains and hills, and drop all their herbs, and I will make the rivers islands, and I will drive the pools, and I will bring the blind by a way that they knew not. I will lead them in paths that they have not known. I will make darkness light before them, and crooked things straight. These things will I do unto them, and not forsake them.
So Most High said, even though I'm doing all these other things, on the flip side, my children, the children of Israel, the people I've chosen from the creation, they're going to be experiencing the positive end of my power. Read.
They shall be turned back. They shall be greatly ashamed that trust in graven images, that say to molten images, ye are our gods. Hear ye deaf, and look ye blind, that ye may see. Who is blind, but my servant?
So he said his servants are blind. Go ahead.
Or deaf, as a messenger that I sent. Who is blind, as he that is perfect, and blind as Yahweh's servant, saying many things, but thou observest not, opening the ears, but he heareth not. Yahweh is well pleased for his righteousness' sake. He will magnify the law.
He will magnify the law. Go ahead.
And make it honorable.
And make the law honorable again, because right now people don't respect and honor the law. All right, John 1 through 17. John chapter 1, verse 1 through 17.
In the beginning was the Word,
In the beginning was the Word, which is Yahushua. Go ahead.
and the Word was with Elohim.
The Word was with the Elohim from Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. Go ahead.
And the Word was Elohim.
And the Word was a Elohim, which Yahushua was a power from the beginning. Go ahead.
The same was in the beginning with Elohim.
The same was in the beginning with Yahweh Elohim before the creation of Genesis 1 and 1. So we got two beginnings. Beginning of Genesis 1 and 1, and then the beginning when Yahweh made Yahushua. All right, go ahead.
All things were made by him.
All things were made by Yahushua that we read about in Genesis 1 today. Read.
And without him was not anything made that was made.
So the angels, wisdom, fire, everything is sourced from Yahushua. All right, under the orders of Yahweh. Read.
In him was life.
Okay.
And life was the light of
So
men.
in him was life. And in the life was Yahushua. That life is what was the energy that went into the universe, that went into the planet Earth. At least that's what we know about. And then it says the life was the light of men. So the spirit of Yahushua is in the light in the universe. And the spirit of Yahushua is also what calls us out of the darkness. Go ahead.
And the light shineth in darkness,
Mm-hmm.
and the darkness comprehended it not.
So let there be light. Yahushua shine in the darkness. And then the darkness, on this side of our existence, the darkness being the metaphor for evil, negativity, and wickedness, they don't understand the light of Yahushua. That's why a lot of people can't come into Yahushua fully, because they're still being ruled over by darkness. They're still being ruled over by wicked, by negativity, by Hashatan. So they can't come into the light. Read.
There was a man sent from Elohim,
Mm-hmm.
whose name was John.
John, which is the cousin of Yahushua. Read.
The same came for a witness,
Mhm.
to bear witness of the light.
So John came telling us about Yahushua HaMashiach. John is Yahukanan. Go ahead.
And all men through him might believe.
Mm-hmm. That all men through him might believe. Read.
He was not that light,
John was not the light. Go ahead.
but was sent to bear witness of that light.
John was sent to prepare us for the light, which is Yahushua HaMashiach. Read.
That was the true light,
Yahushua HaMashiach is the true light. Go ahead.
which lighteth every man
Mhm.
that cometh into the world.
That cometh into the world. Go ahead. Yahushua is the light. So everybody got everybody's enlightened, but then you turn your back on that light and you go into the dark. So Adam was enlightened with the negative tip, but he turned his back on the negative and he stayed inside the light side. Okay? So everybody, when they born, you know in your mind right now. And if they get nourished in the light, they'll stay in the light. If they don't get nourished in the light, they're gonna go into the darkness. And that's when you get into, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, I'm in captivity and making excuses. Because you love the darkness more than you like the light. And the darkness ends up in death. Okay, go ahead.
He was in the world, and the world was made by him.
So Yahushua made the world that we live in. Go ahead.
And the world knew him not.
The world didn't recognize his creator. Yahushua was working through the Father, though. He's working through Yahushua. Yahushua was working through Yahweh. Read.
He came unto his own, and his own received him not.
Our people rejected Yahushua when he first came to us, but many of us also accepted him. But most of us rejected him. Read.
But as many as received him,
Uh-huh.
to them gave he power to become the sons of Elohim.
Sons of what?
Sons of Elohim.
Now, did we just read that the sons of God went into the daughters of men, right? Right? From Genesis chapter 6. So the sons of God, the sons of Elohim, is talking about those that walking in that righteous knowledge of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. That's walking after the ways that Yahweh showed Adam, showed Abraham, showed Jacob, showed Moses, showed Yahushua. Bam. Everything. So that's what you call walking as the sons of God Elohim. Read.
Even to them that believe on his name,
So we believe on Yahushua. Now you become the sons of Elohim. All right, read.
which were born not of blood, nor of the will of the flesh,
Mhm.
nor of the will of man, but of Elohim.
All right.
And the word was made flesh,
So Yahushua was born into this earth. Go ahead.
and dwelt among us.
And he lived among us and our people in ancient Israel, ancient Yasharallah. Okay, go ahead.
And we beheld his glory,
Mhm.
glory as of the one only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth.
Glory as of the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth. So he brought grace and truth, meaning that you're going to mess up. Let me show you the way how to repent of messing up and get back right with the Father. And then move into the truth that I'm going to show you and walk that way. Go ahead.
John bare witness of him and cried, saying, This was he of whom I spake.
Hey, excuse me. All right. So John said, I'm talking about him. This is the man I showed you that is going to come and prepare the way. Right here, right here. All right. This is the one. This is the promised one. This is the Lamb of Yahweh that's going to take away the sins of the world. All right, go ahead.
He that cometh after me is preferred before me.
So even though he's coming after me, before I was born, he was already the one that was preferred. He was already the one that's going to do, a better job than me. Go ahead.
For he was before me.
So he existed before John. So John will let you know that I understand that this is a entity, a creature, a man, a spirit that was on the realm of existence before he was born and before I was born. But John was born before Yahushua. John was born before Yahushua. Because remember, Mary wasn't pregnant when she went into visit Elizabeth, John's mother. Right, go ahead.
And of his fullness have all we received,
Uh-huh.
and grace for grace.
Go ahead.
For the law was given by Moshe.
The law, do's and don'ts, what to do, and what's going to happen if you break it, was written by Moses. Go ahead.
But grace and truth came by Yahushua HaMashiach.
So grace, what happens if you break the law, all right, the grace that you can receive through me, Yahushua HaMashiach, that's what he brought. And the truth of how to really walk uprightly, within the laws, commandments, and statutes, honestly and openly and good, came from Yahushua HaMashiach. Okay? All right, so Shapka. So that ends the Shabath Torah Parashah for the portion of BARAASHYATH, which is BERESHIT, Genesis chapter 1, verse 1 through Genesis chapter 6, verse 8. Okay? So Shalom Lakam.